ready for some football. It's the Bengals and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. They find some open field here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Get him, boy! Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing on first down. McIntosh looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pearson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Pearson, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. McIntosh. He finds his man complete. It's Pearson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McIntosh. He finds his man complete. It's Robbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. McIntosh. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. Back to throw. McIntosh. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they start in the best of all positions, first and goal. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking to throw. McIntosh. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Back to throw. McIntosh. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down.
Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Cincinnati. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. Looking to throw. McIntosh. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now.
Here's Allen to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told me, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
So the challenge there. And
they take him down. The Bills get to him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there. Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
To throw on 2nd down, McIntosh. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 6 there on first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this one too low.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And again, it's Allen. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we head to the shore.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Looking to throw on second down. McIntosh.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Pearson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. McIntosh. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McIntosh. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. McIntosh caught here by Griffin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field.
They'll run on first down. It's Pearson, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McIntosh. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McIntosh. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. McIntosh. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. To throw on 2nd down, McIntosh. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Pearson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. Running right through him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 40 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bills on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. On 1st and 10, McIntosh. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off the play fake. McIntosh trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Looking to throw. McIntosh got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Pearson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. McIntosh. Here's Griffin on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McIntosh firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, McIntosh. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
On 3rd down, McIntosh. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, here's Campbell. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On second down now, it's Campbell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He has missed twice today, but he can make up for it here. And his kick is good. A little bit of redemption after he missed 2 field goals earlier. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, they continue to make their case for...